Kenny, that's your cue.
No, that's my cue. And coming to you live from an old woman's house on a hill where Creston is back and Zach lost Little Debbie's allegedly on the hill in the road, and I have the sweetest haircut ever. It's Sports Allegedly.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us to this episode of Sports Allegedly. Sean to my across the way, Creston to my right. Get that mixed up. And Zach right initially, right to me, right. Thanks for joining us again, Zach. We know it was a tough one to make it here tonight because you had big plans and dreams. And,
there was a cheeseburger and a hot dog involved.
And paradise involved.
And remember, he's still conditioning. Just an update, he is still conditioning for a 1 mile race against his younger brother, much younger brother, 10-year.
He's been training hard, I can tell.
And he went kayaking for something he needs conditioned for 30 minutes.
All right, well, let's get to it. Let's start with NBA playoffs going out tonight. Actually, this will be game 5 of the series. Miami's currently leading as we pod this. They're leading by 8. Started the third quarter. Obviously, Denver wins tonight, brings their first championship to the Nuggets. And if the Heat win, that goes back to Miami for game 6. And then a potential matchup, game 7, back in Denver. I believe, was it you two that picked Miami to win this?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have the wrote down predictions, or did we just...
I thought you did. I don't know. I might have to go
back
and listen to a podcast.
I picked Denver in 5.
I don't write that down. I'm not the secretary. He's the secretary.
Is Kenny about to get his first W in this room?
No, he got one for the XFL.
Big W. And XFL, I mean, they were national champions.
He did call the XFL, yes.
Yeah, so it's off.
But don't let him bullshit you on the Super Bowl. He was completely...
I called Georgia national champions last year.
Who did he pick in the Super Bowl? He picked
I
Buffalo
picked the
to win
Chiefs.
by like 40.
No, picked the Chiefs to win. No.
That was after, Buffalo lost. That was your original.
I also picked the Bengals
twice.
wouldn't make the Super Bowl, and they didn't. So, just boom! Knocking it out of the park. We'll talk about baseball in a minute. Who's knocking it out of the park?
Yeah, but
not the White Sox.
do we need, we're right behind you. Do we need to talk about...
No.
Do we want to talk about the racing, the horse racing that you haven't gotten on?
I didn't know. No, let's keep on basketball. You guys think the Heat win tonight?
It looks like they are trying to...
finally, win it.
They're trying to... Oh, Jimmy Butler turnover.
Struss is actually playing pretty well. He's got some points. I think really when you break it down and what I said at the beginning of the series was the matchup for the Heat and the Nuggets was horrible. It just was. It was a bad matchup. The Nuggets are bigger, and they're just a better overall team.
Is that me or you?
That's you.
How was it playing?
Are we getting a highlight?
I don't know. Nothing should be playing.
Everyone hit their mute button. We'll figure it out.
It's him.
Yeah, it is me.
Definitely.
I don't know how it was playing. Nothing. This is not supposed to play.
Anywho,
all that automatic shit's supposed to be turned off.
I won't repeat that I was right about the matchup and just the size and everything else. Plus, you look at the Heat; they're an 8 seed. They had to do a play-in game. I think some of their guards and their I call them their secondary players played lights out against Boston and against the Knicks.
Players.
Whatever. No, some of their starters that are nobodies, Struss, Vincent, those guys. They had some amazing shooting nights that were ridiculous as far as it goes for the finals.
You've had at least 3 amazing shooting nights.
But anyway, so what it comes down to is another boring finals, just like we can segue into the NHL finals, who's a snore fest too. This is what you get. 8 seeds are a great story as they move through the playoffs, but in reality, generally, they never win in the end.
It sounds like just your opinion.
That's true.
8 seeds don't win.
It sounds like the opinion of a guy who roots for the Cleveland Guardians.
But at time they make it, and everyone's sitting there going, "Oh, I love this underdog story. It's so great." And then it finally shows up to the finals, and you're sitting there going, "Wow, I don't even want to watch this shit. It's boring as hell."
Waste of time.
Yeah.
Well, the NBA is always a waste of time. It hasn't been good since the 90s.
Yeah, there's really nothing to talk about in NHL news.
Oh, the NHL was good. They didn't get swept. Kenny.
Close enough.
Oh, but you said sweep.
I was.
Sweep.
I thought it would be. It's
Las Vegas Golden. No, that's not what you texted me. You said just one win is the same as getting swept.
Congrats to the Golden Knights, 5 years in the league, winning a Stanley Cup. Good for them.
You sound very.
I'm happy for them.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm
You don't
good.
sound
I'm good
happy.
with either one winning. I wanted Florida to win, obviously, but
Well, we still have another game to try. What do you mean? I mean, T'Chuk's beat up, but.
Zena got no suspension on him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was a brawl at the end of the.
Oh, he's slapping the. I mean, he's.
Oh no! He just had that penalty.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He
hitting
was
people with,
walked out.
after the brawl, hitting people with
No,
the
no,
stick.
no, he was-
and
he
get you
was-
suspended.
Was he hitting people with a stick after the
Yeah,
brawl?
and then people are throwing water bottles on the ice.
Yeah, I knew there was a bunch of shit being thrown.
And
on
that'll
the
get
ice.
you fucking suspended. But I
No,
just didn't
nothing's come down. What is this?
Yeah, they
plan
can't.
for?
They probably can't suspend it because they're like, we can't make this any more boring than it already is. Like, I mean, that's really what
Gary
they're thinking.
Bettman's like, by God,
They're
I
like-
thought we had a good one. I'm the best commissioner in history.
He's
no, he's
easily
the
the
worst.
worst, yeah.
I've enjoyed.
He's
well, he is
easily
he
the
is-
worst,
he is the worst
commissioner in pro sports, and the hockey
All
teams
time.
just
All time.
keep eating that up. I mean, I just don't get
No,
it.
nobody likes him. Everyone, it's a consensus. There's no one that's on his side.
Yeah, I don't know why he's still trying to. It's like keeping the Phoenix Coyotes in Arizona.
Have you ever watched the Stanley Cup? Tomorrow, when Vegas wins the Stanley Cup, they'll be like, and now the commissioner, Gary Bettman, and everyone boos. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's every Stanley Cup.
Yeah, he's not liked at all. No, but yeah, I'm still hoping the Panthers pull it out. Unlike Kenny, who is just a naysayer and always has to be right.
Well, to be honest with you, they got
I
really
need to-
close last
do
game.
you listen? Do you listen to the podcast and just physically count every time that you believe yourself to be right?
No, I'm not believing myself to be right. I just know sometimes it's just the truth.
The truth is that 8 seeds don't win. I agree.
They generally don't.
That's how it goes.
I mean, I'm sure somewhere in history that someone has done it. Actually, when we get to baseball, we'll talk about history that was made by ORU in the College World Series. Just remind me, because I guess we could segue into that because we really don't have much to talk about at hockey. Is you talk about 8 seeds. There's only been 3 4 seeds make it to the College World Series. ORU is the third one. Fresno State in 2008, Stony Brook in 2012. Ironically, Fresno State won the whole thing in 2008. The first 4 seed, and they won it all. Which, that goes to show you, it does happen. It's just not going to happen this year to either one of these series. It's just not going to happen. Just, it is what it is. It is
You
what
just
it
have
is.
no belief, no faith.
It's not about faith. I mean, sometimes you got to be a realist. And that's what I am. I'm a realist. Look at it. It's just not going to happen. You know, it's a miracle
Yeah,
either
we've
one
seen-
of them got
we've seen
there
how real
anyway.
you are.
You know, I would have
It's
gave
a mirror. It's
I
a
would have gave
miracle.
Florida a
Yeah.
bigger shot of winning it than I would have Miami. Just because I thought the matchup was bad. And Miami's goalie played
Gosh.
well.
Kings in 2012 were the 8 seed, and they won. Good
and
for
the-
them. That's kind of
Who's
cool.
Miami?
The Heat. I said
Their goalie played well.
no. I said Florida.
You said Miami's goalie.
You said
played
Miami's
well.
goalie played well. I will.
Whatever. Same fucking town. Anyway, just a different name.
No, they're in Sunshine, Florida.
Same practical town.
No, that's
But
outside
anyway-
of Fort Lauderdale.
But anyway, it's Miami. That's kind of okay. What's the San Francisco 49ers or the Dallas
They're the
Cowboys?
Santa Clara.
Yeah, exactly.
They're Santa Clara
in
Niners.
Arlington or whatever town Dallas plays.
Yeah, I don't know
in,
where
so-
Dallas is right now.
so-
They just keep moving.
It's Arlington.
They keep what they do is Dallas just builds a giant stadium and then moves.
We're
going
gonna
to
see
next
that giant
suburb,
stadium
and then
this
moves
weekend.
No, no.
Yeah, we
We're
will.
going to go past it.
They're
but-
right next to each other. I promise.
Oh, they
you.
are?
Yes. Yes.
I didn't go past it.
Yes. No. They're right next to each other.
But that's what Dallas does. Dallas just moves from town to town, just building giant stadiums. And
Denver's tied it up. So, but anyway, let's go. ORU.
Were you surprised by that? College baseball.
Yeah, amazing story.
Hold on, here's the music for
Uh,
it.
No,
Should be
you know, they go in as a 4 seed, which they were underseeded anyway. They're playing a shit conference. They need to get out of that and get into some more real. Their basketball team is a good program.
Well,
They did
they
make the
don't-
Elite Eight. Their baseball program is consistently good, and they're still in this shit conference that they need to get out of. But anyway, that's an opinion, not a fact. So moving on to the game, they obviously were in the Stillwater Regional. They beat OSU Game 1. They beat Washington Game 2. They beat Dallas Baptist Game 3. Then they go to their Super Regional. They go to Oregon, beat them. They're up 8-0.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Give up
Oklahoma
9
State- Oklahoma
runs
State
to
got
set
it.
a record in college baseball to lose. and then turned around and came from behind in that game to win Game 2 in walk-off fashion. Game 3, they're down, I think, 3 or 4 to nothing, and then ended up winning 11-6, I think.
Man, that is not cool.
So, anyway,
So was a 3-time Olympic medalist to pregnancy. 32 years old.
Damn.
Think about it, Kenny. Your wife is almost 30.
almost.
Time to get a new one.
Almost. So, I think it's great. They play TCU. I'm telling you, TCU looks good right now. Wake Forest playing lights out.
TCU looks really good.
Wake Forest, TCU. I would be surprised if one of them two teams, and Virginia, hell, they've played well too. So, it's going to be tough for ORU to move on. That's not impossible. OU did the impossible last year, made it to the championship. We didn't think they would even get out of the regional last year, but they did it with good pitching. That's what ORU is going to have to do. Their pitching is going to have to improve.
And timely hitting.
And timely hitting. But the pitching or the hitting for these other teams is not what they faced in their regional. I mean, these teams are hitting better. LSU's another one. I forgot about LSU. I'll pick LSU.
19 years in a row?
It was.
Is that what they got? They got that record? They've been 19 years in a row?
Oh, I don't know. But ORU hasn't been there since 78. So
do you remember?
And Oregon was
do any
even
of you
longer.
remember 78?
no, sure don't.
Because I was born in 79. I was made in 78. No? Ah, come on, you guys.
Hilarious.
All right, that's all I have in baseball. You want to pick a winner? Hold up.
Oh, for that? Oh, I'm riding the Wake train, baby. I'm going Demon Deacons.
I'm sitting down here, by the way. I'm back this week.
Yes, let's give Creston a welcome back. For that lost look in his eye is excitement. It's drive. It's determination.
That's
He's
right.
happy. He's happy. I just saw that he needed a beer. He says I ignore him usually.
You did.
No, Zach's the one that always he just worries about
currently-
himself.
Takes it. Just take. Oh, that's mine too.
Yeah, that's right. I get a pair.
Current top of the sixth. Stanford is up 6-3.
6-3. Yep.
So Texas is batting currently.
My God, that Southern Miss Tennessee game. We're
Yeah, they said they're
we're
starting
after
at 9 o'clock.
We're after 9.
Yeah, they just
Eastern.
started.
They're going to be
Yeah,
playing.
they're
till
top of the
2:30.
first.
Hey, that's
And they're in Hattiesburg. Why
Hey.
did it start at so damn late?
That is one thing. You brought that up because we talked about it earlier. I mean, give MLB credit. We're going to go this weekend. We're going to watch the Rangers play. So give
None of us are Rangers fans. We're just going
to watch a baseball game. But I mean, to MLB's credit, they've sped up the game. If you've watched college baseball, my God. I mean, I was sitting there going.
And we get into the coaching when we get into the coaching.
I know. I mean, it's slow.
I am.
It is slow.
Why do they have 18 pitchers on staff? Remember when you had your starting pitchers and you had maybe 3 relievers all season, 3 to 5 relievers all season? I was looking at stats and there's
Do what? What were you looking at?
I was looking at the at the in-game averages. I was looking at averages. And one team used 15 pitchers.
Sorry.
Oh, Hoss. I'm angry. See, it makes Creston angry too.
That you're looking up stats also?
No,
If we gotta
averages.
start- If
I
we
was-
gotta
I was
start
looking at
listening to you and
averages.
stats.
I was
along
looking
with
at
me,
averages.
I quit.
I was looking at averages. Well, sometimes you just gotta piss Kenny off with some stats. Hey, did you see this stat? No, I was busy. I had the Debbie.
So we got Wake Forest.
I'm on the phone
we
all
got,
day.
We got Wake Forest. We got Virginia. We got Tennessee. No, Tennessee's playing tonight.
Oh my God.
Sorry, LSU or Roberts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. At Stanford, Texas would be the 6th, and that'd be 7. Am I missing one? Who am I missing?
You have
TCU. They made it early.
Jesus.
Yeah, sorry.
Even I knew that off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm gonna go LSU wins.
I'm taking Wake.
Wins it. Thoughts, guesses?
I got Wake, baby. I'm riding the Wake train. Woo, woo.
Virginia.
No opinion.
He doesn't even know what's happening.
I mean, you guessed that hockey. We've seen your
I mean,
picks.
just
then you
like-
turn around and change them, and you're supposed to be our hockey
I watch hockey.
bystander
I don't
over
watch
here.
college
I thought you were
baseball.
going to say enthusiast or...
kind of enthusiast. I mean, somebody's got to be enthusiastic.
I didn't
about
know
that
you guys
boring
were
sport.
such big college baseball and softball fans until this year. So,
We have been.
We
We
have
have been repeatedly.
Yeah, I didn't know.
What do you do in your life?
Not watch college baseball and softball.
Okay.
You watch this TikTok.
Drink with a fat guy in an American flag Speedo on the river?
Yeah.
And talk about the Steelers, how they're going to win it all someday.
got
But
a
I love the
Packers
Packers.
shirt, Buccaneers hat. It's like-
You
I'm
had
a
no chance.
contradiction.
You had no chance growing up, anyways. Your dad was just all over the place. Because
No,
he
I was-
never
I
had
was
a basketball.
consistent.
He's been pretty
you never
consistent
had a
loyal.
basketball team.
Oh, I follow players.
Magic, Heat.
Lakers.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? College baseball?
Oh,
We're just moving
we talked
through
more
this.
college baseball than I ever thought I would in my life.
Dude, we're only 15 minutes in.
No, I'm just saying. Well, not a lot going on.
Well,
Wait till I
don't-
get to
it
my
doesn't matter.
section.
You'll say something here in a minute that'll get someone pissed off.
Well,
and
let's
we'll
just
get in
go.
a fight.
I say we just go straight into Kenny's stat
No,
time.
no, no,
outdoor
no.
minute.
Don't we still have something else?
Got somewhere to be?
No, I just want to get to the bottom of this right here.
We can
well,
do that anytime. We don't have to
Kenny-
do that at the end.
But I feel like this is going to be the biggest argument of the night.
we got to
so
save
we
it
save
till
it to the end.
Yeah.
Folks, you're in for a treat.
We're going to go to USFL. The Birmingham Stallions are still leading.
Leading what?
Leading the league.
Attendance?
Attendance.
They got
league.
60 there last week, folks.
Still on top, baby. Still on top.
I
Two
googled
season ticket
USFL
holders.
standings and they said,
What?
guess again. Who?
Google said who?
A little European football league, European League of Football. They've restarted. There's the Rhine Fire are back.
Hey, the Breakers are 6-3, by the way, so we won 2 in a row. So let's not throw. Preston, who are you? The what?
He's the Stars.
Stars.
I'm the Stars.
I'm
4
the
and 5.
Panthers. How's the
Oh,
Panthers doing?
Panthers 3-6.
Are you going for the Panthers?
Well, I picked Panthers when we first started, but I guess I can go Maulers if they're on there. Is Maulers?
They suck too, so whichever one you want.
Yeah, whichever suck you want, you can.
Yeah. I'll stick with Panthers. I called that first. It was like episode
That was Jeff
1.
Fisher. Jeff Fisher no longer with the team. All right. Well, we've hit the 18-minute mark. We've talked about every sport.
We talked about sports that aren't even really sports.
Hey, you watch your dirty. Oh, you want to go to lacrosse?
No.
No.
I can
Nobody
get
cares.
lacrosse standings
No,
up.
No,
There's
no.
a new lacrosse league that just started.
No,
And nobody, I'm taking it, nobody looked
Pickleball,
at the.
pickleball section.
I'm taking it that nobody looked at the video of the wiffle ball league.
Nope.
That's the only thing I figured Kenny would be okay at.
No. Was there? Did you send me something about wiffle ball?
Yeah, there was the group text. There's a wiffle ball video.
Oh,
You can
I didn't-
buy like the backstop and stuff. It's a very short
Is it
field.
like a? I was gonna say it's like a backyard sport.
Right, so we could do it in your backyard, and he could actually condition because he wouldn't have to run that far.
I could see a lot of strikeouts though by him.
Huge
A lot of,
strikeouts.
a lot of swing early.
So you don't have a catcher. You just the other guy has to pick it. The batter has to throw the ball back.
You put a net behind it.
No, it's
Stop.
got
It's a
metal plate.
It's a metal plate, and you hit the
And if you
plate.
hit the plate, it's a strike.
See, he knows.
Really?
Creston pays attention.
Wonder how big is it?
So when we doing this?
Let's order it. Fuck yeah.
I'm not running.
It's like
I don't run.
it's like
Be all-time batter.
$100 for it. No, he doesn't.
He's
DH.
definitely never going to be all-time quarterback again.
Absolutely.
Why not? Why not? You all won, didn't you?
You tried-
Barely.
With cheatery, we
He's
could
like
have
a,
won
co-
it earlier.
like a communist quarterback. Let's let everyone have a few touchdowns.
Everybody gets
Well, you
to
all
be
were winning
involved.
28-0.
There was a reason why.
We wanted to annihilate them.
Utter destruction.
But someone has
of
to come in and have a heart.
teenage Boys.
Zach,
Give the kids a couple
no,
touchdowns.
You moved teams. You were over there. Oh, let's get this, boys. And you come over like, I'll play with the adults.
Yeah,
No.
does he even count as winning? Was that a fair,
Oh,
was that a
definitely
fair
not.
trade?
Did he score at all?
20. It
Yeah,
was
he did.
28
He
to
got a
7.
touchdown.
I'm the one that threw the touchdown.
I would only traded for cash.
he scored a
cash
touch-
at a
he
later
did catch
date.
a
I threw the one touchdown for the
He
boys.
caught the winning touchdown.
And then
I
I threw
told him
one
run
bad.
to the pole.
I
I'll throw
threw
it
one
to you.
bad pass and I got a mutiny. All the kids were like, "I think it's time for me to be quarterback." I was like, "Fuck it, you boys do what you need to do."
I didn't throw a bad pass
And
for
then
the
I
kids.
went to the free agency.
It was really
portal.
a lot
Went
for
to
you guys.
He went to
So-
the portal. We picked him up with 0-0. We gave him a hot dog and a hamburger.
I think it was an unfair trade.
I don't think they got anybody back, did they?
No.
Who they? How did we?
They got
even
him
that
all-time
out?
quarterback.
Yeah, but we got him too.
And
We
then
had
you
to
guys got
lose.
me.
We had to lose Sunday.
That's-
I didn't make bad passes to kids.
No, I know.
Did Destiny leave or did his wife leave? What's your
Maybe
wife's
Hannah
name?
left.
Hannah left.
Hannah. That's the one.
Hannah and Des both left.
Oh, did they both leave?
Uh-huh.
That's how we picked his ass up. And he became
Outdoor minute?
Are we going to do outdoor right now?
Well, I mean, what else we got to talk about? We just pretty much knocked out the sports. We're talking about fucking lacrosse and whatever wiffle ball league. So
I was just curious about wiffle ball in general, not a league. Didn't say we were going to go league.
He said that jokingly, and I said it too, but no need to get so serious.
He said it in jest.
I know that you're the stat guy, and you're all about serious and facts, so shit. Calm down.
He never calms down.
No, he doesn't.
How
can I strategically be right in this conversation?
Creston, let's go. Outdoor hour. Done. Go. We're just going fast tonight. What do you got?
Thank God.
We're gonna get
the listeners are like, sweet, a breeze.
Yes. I got to do a whole episode tonight.
Finally.
Fished the big bass. First day, didn't do real well. Caught a bunch of fish. Biggest fish that day was 378 or 87. Took a 4-pounder every hour to get a check, so I never weighed in. Second day, we got out there, fished for about 45 minutes, and the boat broke down. So just wasted that $200 day.
Was it the Phoenix?
No.
No. I told you JK's boat was Skeeter, isn't it?
Phoenix has more
Ranger.
problems than live well.
Oh, it was Ranger. I was right the first time.
Well, it's the motor.
Oh.
It wasn't it's not like the boat sunk or anything like that. Just the motor wouldn't.
Didn't explode.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious if it just sunk and you guys are just standing there looking at each other like, eh.
So, yeah, didn't do any good. Just went fishing, had fun for about 5 minutes probably. I was pissed.
So day
when
two
mechanical problems happen, it wears me out. That's the reason I always order new boats and have new boats. But I guess I'm done with that because every time I order a boat now, it gets destroyed before it gets to me. So
have Kenny order it and see what happens.
No, he'll get some kind of hot pink and
Definitely something.
No, that'd me.
Definitely something dandy.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a Phoenix.
The motor's going to be about a 60 horse.
yeah.
Or 6 horse, whichever one comes
Yeah,
cheaper.
exactly.
He'll come up here and help Zach get the bathtub out of here and slap a little trolling motor on the back of it.
Can we do that?
It's all to hold you. Oh, Denver with the lead. Is it too early to sing "Turn Out the Lights" at Party's Out?
No,
It is. It's not in the fourth quarter and or fourth
Not
period.
Quite yet.
Fourth period and 3 points is all.
It's still too early and too close.
So what do you got next?
Uh,
Off this weekend, obviously.
Off this weekend. Have one the following weekend at Grand. Future Bass.
I have changeover in a couple. 4th of July, I guess it
Are we
is.
moving back to Friday?
We'll be moving back to the Friday weekend schedule, and that's when we need to get that noodling planned.
Okay. But Kenny's getting in the water this
Kenny,
time.
yeah, you
I
got to
will
get in
not
the water
be
at least
noodling.
once.
You don't have to noodle. You just got to get in the water.
Yeah, we just need to see you in the water. We need to make sure you're not just made out of shit.
I might melt.
Well, that's what we're worried about.
To the fans out there, Kenny can't swim.
Well, we're not asking him to go out.
We're not on a bluff wall or something. Well, actually, we are.
I was going to say, there's deep
And
pockets.
these two bullies want to see him struggle.
We can leave him on land and he struggles.
I just want him to ask us for help once. Give me a hand.
He struggled. We did have to give him a hand. He struggled on land. You should have seen. He kept saying he was like a mountain goat, and I was like, "This is the slowest, worst mountain goat ever."
Well, they're not known for their speed, are they?
Climbing, they are. They're
Oh.
very, very quick.
I thought they were more
Agile,
a
quick
geo-
creatures.
No, I
Yes.
thought they were just more
They're
consistent
majestic.
climbing. Yeah. Long, nice, majestic beards on mountaintops glowing in the sun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Stat guy.
Any hunting, anything? Nothing? No
Nothing.
season
No.
for right now?
Everything's winding down until it gets later.
Cold.
Yeah. I mean, September, October, it'll start back up pretty heavy. But right now, it's getting too hot. They don't give
Well,
out
if it's
permits.
rabbit season, we'd have a bunch of them in my yard. Jesus, they're everywhere. All right. Thank you, Creston, for the outdoor. All right, Sean, where do you want to go next? Oh, is it
Argument time.
Is it time?
Argument time.
Are we doing my section before the argument? Let's.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your stats?
Yeah, because
It's
I don't
stats
think it's
first.
gonna. I don't think it's gonna. And it's. I don't really have a lot of stats, but go
All
ahead and
right.
hit
Well,
it.
hold on. We got to wait for that stupid music to go. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, this is. Imagine the music's playing. I'm not playing it. I don't want to.
No, I just have a few quick things. We talked a little bit earlier before we got on the pod was about OU softball. Obviously champions, three-peat champions. Obviously today we've announced Jordy Ball, World Series MVP pitcher, and obviously Oklahoma's best pitcher this year is transferring. She's entered the transfer portal. Obviously it's not announced where she's transferring, but it's obvious that she's going to back home, she says, so more than likely going to join the Nebraska Cornhuskers softball team because she's from Nebraska. Also, Kinsey Hansen, catcher, is coming back for her 5th year, so that's a huge plus. OU on the football side missed out on a couple recruits this week that we were maybe in line for. One interesting one that I heard today was Derek LeBlanc, freshman, who just was with us, said he was entering the transfer portal. I didn't know the portal. I thought it was already closed, so I'm going to have to research that a little bit. But anyway, said he was leaving the program. He was in the top 125 players, came from Florida, and top 15 defensive linemen. So it was a good pickup for them at the time. Obviously, he's leaving already. Let's move on to keeping in line with football. Let's go to the NFL. A couple things about that. Dalvin Cook got released. He says he's looking for a big money contract, allegedly. Obviously, Vikings released him because of money issues. They were in one of his last years. Didn't like the guaranteed money, so they went ahead and released him to save. I think it was about $9 million. They did have some dead money, but saved a lot of cap space. Minnesota's going to be an interesting team this year because there's going to be interesting. That division
got a really
should
good,
be
a new good receiver though. Dalvin Cook. I told you, Kirk Cousins is a possible MVP candidate at the end of the year. 5,000 yards. I'm telling you,
he says
it's
that,
possible.
and I don't know if he's being facetious or not because he can't
And
stand
this
it.
is where I enter the weird, stupid music. Beep, beep, beep.
I'm just
So,
saying it's possible.
This is where the clown music goes in.
Not obvious, but possible destinations for Dalvin Cook, who I still think's top 5 running back in the league. Some might disagree, but I would agree that he is top 5. Bears, Dolphins, Denver, and Cowboys obviously are the ones looking to.
It's cute that you wrote down the Bears and they haven't even been mentioned.
They have been mentioned actually by 3 different sources. That
I haven't seen that they've been mentioned.
Yeah, they need offense.
I saw
Who's their running
Denver.
back?
I saw Denver,
Swift?
Dallas.
No,
Khalil.
Swift went to.
It's Khalil Herbert.
Did they hire Swift from the Lions? No.
Did we get Swift?
I
Who
thought
did you
Swift.
guys get?
We have
No.
Khalil Herbert. Did we not
Swift
get
went to New Orleans.
Yeah, Swift went to New Orleans.
No, Jamal went to New Orleans.
Oh, that's right.
Is Swift still at Detroit?
No, Swift's not in Detroit.
Where'd Swift go?
No, I think maybe Swift was in Detroit still.
No, I thought Swift.
Well, I know that we got what's his face from you guys.
Yeah, David Montgomery.
Oh, Eagles.
We got what's his face.
I'm just talking about Lions. Got
Eagles.
what's his face. He's at
Yeah.
Eagles now.
Yes, that's right. Sorry.
I didn't know if we traded like straight across or they traded straight across. However you want me to say.
No, David Montgomery was free agent. Just went.
Yeah, he does free agent. All right, basketball news real quick.
Khalil Herbert's Chicago's starting running back currently.
Oh, sounds like a dandy. Never heard of her.
He did fine.
I would think Dalvin Cook would be an upgrade, if you know what I mean. And plus, they have plenty of cap space. They spent way too much on their.
They really do
They
have a lot
spent
of
way
cap
too much
space.
money on their defense. They
That
overpaid
is
for
one.
players. But just because you have plenty of money, don't mean you have to spend
Somebody
it.
told Dust
but
to
they,
order that cable.
But they definitely did. All right, Chris
Hey,
Paul.
Dust, if you're watching, order that damn cable.
Chris Paul looks like he's going to be traded from Phoenix. His last year's $30.8 million guaranteed coming up, so they're going to have to trade him or move him.
Preston, do you have that vape cartridge? I want to do that
it-
thing where you start with something and then you just wake up.
Interesting to see where he ends up, and we'll end with not end in basketball, but end with Zion, who apparently has
Hey, Zion, dude!
who has
Good
got
job,
this
Zion!
man. This guy
Coming out of New Orleans right now, Zion Williamson
You
loves
play-
etouffee.
What'd you say? What would you say? 45% of he's played for his entire career.
Oh, that would be
A percentage,
that would be
30%.
high.
That would be the
I would think that'd be
high.
high. He
A
did
third.
have that one year that he played kind of a lot.
Almost.
60 games, I think.
Yeah.
I thought that was this year. Remember?
No,
His
he only
memory-
played 29 this year.
Yeah, it was bad.
He had a bad hammy.
toes,
From
whatever. There was
December-
What's
Timber.
issue? What are you saying? Go.
He had a woman that he posted
Tory
that
Black.
said he stated had a baby and he's a girl dad hashtag or whatever.
His
Then all of a sudden, this
girlfriend,
Mariah
he got his
Mills,
girlfriend
this
pregnant.
you OnlyFans, maybe a stripper. I don't know.
Tory Black isn't her name, is it?
No, there's a Mariah Mills too. There's other people that's coming.
Right.
This Mariah Mills come out and she's. I mean, this woman. Some of the tweets
she's thick.
now some of the tweets that she posted. They're pretty
Pretty much
interesting.
along the lines of you're gonna invite me out here and take care of me, bring the baby, blah 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 blah.
Well, she erased some stuff about some pretty nasty stuff, and then she put on there. She says, "Yeah, you're right. I'm mad at Zion Williams. Entire situation is you spending all types of unnecessary
Couldn't tell.
money, and that baby mama is toxic. Not sure why you want to make me upset again, but it's all good. You have
Oh,
responsibilities
Moira
now.
Mills.
You be mad too if your $107,000 monthly allowance may be cut because of a trap baby. And no, I'm not posting all the receipts of this.
Sounds like she
Well,
is.
she's got wire transfers incoming from Zion. There's 10,000. There's 20,000. There's 25,000.
How do you pay that much for a woman?
Just
Just marry her.
may
if
have
you're
paid
paying that much.
Mariah at least 55,000 the past week alone.
Just don't get yourself in that situation.
And so, oh, it
Somehow,
says your
I
team-
always
no,
believed that your dad was
no,
going to do that.
No, she got it.
Somehow he has gotten out of it
She-
every damn time.
And she's got into basketball talk too. Even your team doesn't even like you. You're a complete fuck up, Zion Williamson. And all you do is lie. The night you did the mental health press conference is the same night you were begging to fly back to New Orleans. Fuck you. Everyone should know you're a lying bastard. You are a sex freak. Wow, dude, you've got to stop. I thought John Morant was a bad dude. This guy's just in a different realm. John Morant's going to be a bad dude, too. Obviously, that stuff didn't come out. Adam Silver's come out and said the stuff we're not even going to talk about because it's obviously he wants to deflect because it's the finals and not be about that. I assume my prediction is he's going to be suspended at least.
Is that how it spells her first
No,
name?
no, it's,
At
I haven't found
least-
it yet. I haven't found it yet.
At least half a.
No,
at
is
least,
that the correct way to spell her first name?
At least
Yeah.
half.
Okay.
At least half a year. Oh, and she is a porn star. Sorry.
I
thought
told you she was a porn star.
Okay.
I know my porn star.
I love that. Her Pornhub searches rise over
2,000%.
Good for her. She's making more money, baby.
I've only looked at the image.
Well, she took a cut, so now she's making more money. So.
Oh, that's
anyway.
yeah. There you go. That's what she looks like.
Okay.
This is.
And-
Moving on.
And
So-
last, rest in peace, Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik passed
oh
away.
yeah, I want to say R.I.P.
Yes, Iron
R.I.P.
Sheik passed away.
Huge part of our youth.
Our youth,
not
for
your-
sure.
you-
Yeah.
you two
But our
youth.
youth childhood wrestling, we all
There we
remember the
go.
Iron Sheik. The classic, that and Sergeant Slaughter as they were towards
Well,
the end
and
of their
they said
careers.
Sergeant Slaughter was really tore up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He when he found out he was really hurting. Crying.
Anyway, all right, that's all I got, guys. Oh no, last one. Two things. I have two more things. Sorry.
Oh
No, it's
God,
real quick.
where's the
no,
vape
no,
cartridge?
no.
Please?
This one's actually good.
I don't need it.
Did you read? This is non-sports. I'll
No,
end
Zach
with the non-sports.
Can't read. You never
No,
got it.
one thing. Bucks versus Lions, Week 6, October
Nobody
15th.
cares.
Bucks will unveil since 2000. I think it was 2002.
Creamsicles.
They'll wear the creamsicles. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Our
We got Baker
creamsicle
Mayfield. We need
jerseys.
something to bring these people into the fucking stadium.
Shut up. And also, last but not least,
Oh,
Apple.
the fans that they don't
I
have?
did read
the
it.
two
I
fans
did,
that they
I
have.
did read, but I did not check this because it was so damn good. I didn't even recheck it because it sounded so great. Apple is removing the ducking word from autocorrect.
Thank ducking God.
I read that and I was like, great. That is.
I mean, I said it once
great.
a day to you. I'm like, God.
I'm
ducking.
so
That
glad. I'm so
motherfucking
glad
it's ducking, and I'm
your
like,
phones are finally not autocorrecting to ducking.
Dude.
Mine haven't been doing it for years.
I'm
Get,
surprised.
get,
you're
with- get with
still
the other
works.
90% of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
It's
Thank
not
you.
90%.
Thank you, thank
Apple's
you.
lost market
Thank you,
shares.
thank you,
I mean, it,
The sad
25%
thing is,
in this room.
is that's
Apple has
all he's
lost
got.
money.
We were at 18 minutes, and he took up another 16 with his stat bullshit. It was almost longer than
I
the
don't
rest
think
of the
I
pod.
did. Where are we at right now?
We're
And
at
we
33.
Yeah, it wasn't 18 when we started.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you took about so everything that we discussed. He
Everything
did
that
a little bit more
literally
than that.
just happened on this.
But I had a
sports
lot.
day.
But I had a lot of.
I had a
good,
lot.
I had a lot of good
A
information.
lot.
in
I had
a
a
short
lot
amount
of
time.
So
good
good.
hot air.
Real
I mean,
quick,
a lot
how
of
do you guys
information
want
in
to
a
do
short
this? Do you want to go around the table and just be like, who's your first?
No, I think
I don't understand
no,
why you're taking this
No,
over
'cause if
from
we all-
your father. Your dad is the guy that dictates. Who says what?
no, I
No,
mean-
we'll go sit.
Well,
make sure everyone has their
my
list.
My point
No,
is
make
that
sure
real
everyone
quick-
has their list.
Well, you have to defend why.
I
But
know.
Sean, my point is if we all have the same number one, then we don't have to defend it. And I'm assuming we all do have the same number
I
one.
don't think we will.
NFL.
But anyway,
You
I
put
think
NFL
we,
as number one?
I think we go
God.
number
As
6.
hard as coaching.
Oh, God.
What, no, here it is. There's
Oh,
6.
boy.
Listen.
Yeah,
there's-
we don't have anything. You're going to be defending against us. I think we all three have college
There is
football.
6 things about
You
it.
have to recruit these players.
Listen, it's
You're not
six,
just drafting these
Listen,
motherfuckers.
it's 6.
yeah, in the NFL, you have to
the
fucking coach egos.
the
Someone else does that.
The coaching.
Oh, I get what
what
you're
coach
saying.
is most important to their individual sport?
Yeah.
Overall facet, not just during a game. It's overall.
Do you remember when I told
Okay.
you to go loud, Kenny? And you, I'm not going to get that loud.
I'm going, okay,
Oh,
well, I didn't
it's
really
just
go
overall. It's
fucking
not just
overall.
coaching
not
during
just
a
during a
game.
game.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I didn't have
I mean,
all
that's
the
a little
stipulations.
different.
Give me,
Yeah, I
give me
mean-
2 seconds. You all start. Hang
I
on.
think I'll
Do you
just
hear
stick-
how these-
I mean, that's...
Well, I mean,
Well, it's
coaching is-
overall.
yeah,
you
we'll
got to
start
base
coaching
it
year
on.
round.
the argument's already begun.
We're going to start. Me and Kenny.
No,
will
no,
go.
hold on.
No.
And make sure everyone has
No,
the
no,
same.
no, let's
Hold
just
on. Make
do
sure
this.
everyone has the same
I'm
6.
sticking with mine.
I
too.
do.
Listen,
I have
I
my
do have
reasons
the
why.
same
everybody have the same
Yes.
6. NFL, NBA,
Yeah, the major
MLB.
4.
Okay.
College basketball, college football. Yep.
Well, and then there was college basketball. So you're
Yep.
essentially saying that there
The
was
major
6.
4, college basketball, college football.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I thought last week
We
it was
established just 10 minutes before the podcast.
Oh no, I was just saying I thought it was a major 5 at one time.
Well, he
Nobody
didn't
said
say-
major
You
5.
told me to write these down last week.
I know, and you
And that's
yeah,
what I
you
wrote
named a
down.
lot. But I don't.
NHL, you
but I
didn't
thought
ask
there
for
was
college hockey. You just
no,
wanted NHL.
but there was major
Like,
5.
you wanted college football.
Kenny, just stop.
Mixed
Let's just
with-
get on with it.
Well, I was getting to my
This is
point
gonna be
last week
45
about
fucking
No, I was
minutes.
getting to my point last week about ratings, but you've kind of
Ratings that we don't have?
know that
Or
we'd like to have if you wouldn't argue so much. But anyway,
All right.
no, I was
Let's
talking
move on.
about major
He's
sports.
still upset because
top-
I know what he's upset about.
NHL
so I said,
still
let's
ranks
move
in the
on.
top 5.
Even the fans are like, God, we know you
Well,
were
rating on
fucking
Preston,
wrong.
so I could talk. I mean, he's
Good.
finishing
I'm
out
good.
his.
I'm good.
I told you we could start.
No, we're just gonna go 6. We're gonna go round the table, and we've got a
Okay.
little bit of time. We'll go 6.
Ready?
Yeah. So
Ready?
who's everyone's 6?
MLB.
I got them too.
I got
NBA.
Okay. You want to start or?
Baseball is literally it's only coaching in practice, and that's
But Terry
All you gotta
Francona,
do-
Terry
in
Francona can
MLB.
take,
no. There's
Hold on.
there's like
we'll
no.
defend the.
this is why I'm
we'll
defending.
defend the
Terry
MLB.
Francona can take, as a coach, take players that aren't great to World Series and win championships with them. Sometimes
no, they had
not.
a really good,
He
they had a
never
really
won,
good team in
yeah.
Boston.
He did with
With
Boston.
Boston, he did. He had a really good
They had
team.
a
He
great
didn't take
team.
nobody's.
All those guys ended up going to other teams. And
They
be
had like
superstars.
third, fourth highest payroll, so I'm not really, But anyway, go MLB.
During the
Indians.
games,
No, MLB
there's no coaching during the games. Except the only thing
to
is
me,
you got
MLB,
your
MLB,
second,
the
or
hardest
your-
thing you're going to do
hold on.
is
Your third base and your second base coaches, or your God damn, I keep saying second. First and third coaches are just there to tell the runner to stop or run. That's literally their whole job. Or
well, we're talking head
or-
coach. We're
or
not talking
for-
coaches overall.
or for
Playing
or
the
to read
playing the
or to
correct
read what
pitchers
the
at
pitchers
the pitchers at the
about
right
to
playing your
throw,
pitchers
so
at the
Aaron
right
Judge
time,
can see
resting
it.
him at the right time, putting
Resting
hitters in
who?
when they need to,
Resting who?
pitchers when they need to rest.
They have 15 fucking pitchers.
Let's have a pitching coach.
And,
Yeah,
well, I'm
you
not,
have a whole
I'm,
coach.
I'm going more
You have
playoffs
the
too. I'm
hardest
not,
thing in
I know it's
MLB is writing
162
down
games that
9
you guys are
names.
talking about.
Picking your 9 best
Yeah.
players. I mean, if you could write down 9 names on the card,
Well,
Okay.
You got
and
it.
plus,
You're the shittiest hitter, so you start off.
I mean,
or you're ninth.
So
But-
Kenny,
but I'm saying,
yeah,
but,
so
but
Kenny
you don't
would
even
either be the
but
first hitter or
generally
the
as a-
last hitter.
Well, how do
Legit-
you think NBA is?
Well, hold
is
on.
Not
Let me
easy?
finish. We're going to defend this. Then you're going to defend yours, and then we're going to argue
I already
the case
defended
back
mine,
and forth.
and that's fine.
How'd you defend it? One answer?
Yeah,
what was
your
it?
answer?
Oh, I
missed
just said that. I mean, that these coaches can take players that are nobodies. I mean, the roster's huge, and you can go to potentially a World Series. NBA and shit like that, the teams that go, they're stacked with superstars, especially now. And then the coach they fire a coach. I mean, what coach is the longest tenured coach besides Popovich? I mean, they have 2-3 year tenures and get fired, and then then a new coach comes in, and then
That's
they
what
can
I
win with that.
argued- That's what I argued
it
like
does-
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You just go to the playoffs and you get fired now.
It doesn't really fucking
That's
change
the owners
anything.
wanting
general
championships and
manager.
titles.
But those coaches, I mean, they get a new one, and the same thing happens. They'll go win
Yeah,
a
but
title.
I don't know. I think that you're saying that Eric Spoelstra as the NBA coach really didn't
I think
matter.
he's
but got
the
him there
longest
as
tenured, isn't he?
Got him there as an 8 seed.
Well, that Lakers coach won a fucking title, and then he's
They had
gone,
LeBron.
and they'll potentially win another title, and with LeBron and
No,
whoever the
you're
new
talking
coach
about Vogel.
is.
And
It doesn't matter who the fucking new coach is.
The new coach.
Milwaukee,
Yeah, but I mean,
Milwaukee's coach.
But I mean, they actually draw.
Milwaukee's
But
coach.
actually, they actually
Won a
draw
title.
plays.
Won a title.
But they
got
don't-
rid of him.
Yeah, but those coaches have to take timeouts at certain
They
times.
drop.
we are
They
NBA
fucking
now.
drop
We're in
plays
NBA
with
now.
2 seconds
Guess we're
left,
in NBA
dude.
now.
Well, no, I'm defending
Oh
the
my
MLB.
God.
He's saying the NBA.
I'm saying the NBA's the word.
I
mean,
think either one of
they're
the. I think
useless.
NBA and NBA.
NBA,
I
you
said
only-
NBA and
can be
NHL
switched.
interchangeable. You know what I mean? You got
NHL's not.
Yeah, you got more stars. They don't
I
drop
actually,
fucking plays.
I actually
or
had
anything.
The
NHL
fuck
higher.
they don't.
I had
They
actually
don't do
actually
shit,
NHL
dude.
higher.
Yeah, same thing. They can. Daryl Suter got fired the other day. Bring the new coach in. It's like it's not the
That's
coach.
because he's an asshole.
it's not the-
That's
it's
why
not
they
Pick
get
his
fired.
lines.
But he's one.
He's
one-
got
No,
shitty
the
lines.
reason why
He's
NHL.
got shitty lines because they traded away their best fucking player.
And is that his fault?
But
no,
also,
so you think he should be fired? For
yeah,
that?
but also
No.
those old school hockey coaches are sometimes. You got the new wave and the old wave. I mean, it's just like
goo-goo.
basketball.
I don't want to talk about how coaches are fucking, how the players feel about these fucking coaches, if they're assholes or not. I'm just saying if it's fucking useless. Or
Well,
not.
I'm telling you why
And
they
you're
get
talking
fired.
about NBA
No, I'm
and
telling
NHL.
you why they
You're
get
talking about
fired.
the
Not
difference
because it's
between
because they don't
coaching
do anything. It's
style.
because
Well, we didn't
their
say most likely to
No,
get
their
fired.
star players come up there and go, "He's hard as in practice. He makes us skate too much."
And then they get a new
and
coach
the
and win a
GM's like,
title.
"Yeah, we're gonna
It
get."
doesn't really matter. Yeah,
What,
exactly.
Do they win
Those
a title
coaches-
or not? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Obviously,
potential-
obviously
potential
they
of
were
the
doing something
Bucks-
better.
The potential of the Bucks winning another title, or the Lakers winning another title in the next 5 years is possible, and that'll be a different coach than they had when they just won a title. Correct?
Have they won it yet?
That usually, I mean, in other sports that doesn't happen, like the NFL usually doesn't happen. I mean,
Well, you've got Zach Taylor winning the the NFL championship the last 2 years.
that's a straw argument
What?
of something
Are you trying
else.
to say Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, he's
Super
just where you bring up a point and you bring up a point about something else.
Well,
Stick it to the point at hand.
No, it's
here.
actually it is.
And then you said, oh, they drop plays and shit like the NBA and NHL. They drop plays with 2 seconds left, like the last play. You know what I mean?
important
No,
ones.
here's the thing.
Winning ones.
Here's the issue.
They call
The
timeout.
NHL, you don't get to draw that play up with 2 seconds left because it's nonstop. Go,
Not
go,
to mention
go.
they don't even do it.
NBA has
Fucking
30 fucking
LeBron
timeouts.
walks in and he's like, I don't really like that play. I'm gonna do whatever fuck I want
Right.
to do, and they all listen to him. Coach is
Right, the
pointless.
NBA
Doesn't
has
matter.
30 timeouts and they sit there for 10 minutes. That's why the game, you've got 0.4 seconds left, and the game will be on for another
Yeah,
hour.
but then you got another manager over there sitting there spitting sunflower seed, just sitting there rocking, going, God, is this game fucking over? And then I'm in the MLB, baby.
Well,
Look
yeah,
at
but
me
that's
going.
how many coaches you see just sitting on the
So
bench
you're saying
going,
what's his face? Golden State. What's his name? Kerr. You're saying he's probably a great coach and he's been there for a while, won some titles. He's an excellent
He's
coach.
had the luxury of having good players, though.
And those players, I doubt. I mean, sometimes you'll be like, Coach, don't like that play. We're going to do what we want to do, and I bet that happens. And he sets back and lets them do what he
I think
they
his-
want it
I
to
think
do,
his players
and
are
that's
more
why
apt to
he's
listen
still
to him.
there.
But some coaches
I
have to
believe
do
his-
that
I
in
believe-
moments. Other ones have
Because
to be
they want to
tough.
get paid and not.
Kerr's,
I would
Kerr's
have to be
players are
tough.
more apt to listen to him than any other
Well,
coach.
and obviously,
NBA and NHL bottom two, in my
NBA
opinion.
is a player's league.
You got more stars,
You're
more
a
likely to
NBA's a
win.
player
What's your
league.
bottom two?
NHL and NBA.
I got
You're
NBA and
I mean, we're looking at with
MLB.
Florida
That's my bottom
Panthers
two.
right now.
MLB is
And I could-
definitely
I
MLB
could
is definitely
switch
the bottom.
those.
I had
Either one.
I had 6 at MLB.
What's the
I
bottom?
had 5 at college. Oh shit! I did that wrong. I thought that was. Let me change that. I thought that was college baseball. Let me change it real quick.
What? We don't have college baseball.
It's basketball. My
Oh,
bad.
yeah. See, I've got college basketball above NBA.
I do too.
I do too.
NBA's 5 for me.
Yeah, NBA's 5.
Because college
I
basketball,
think we just argued. I think we just.
college basketball is
My,
where they actually are
my
drawing up
5
plays
is
and don't have all the
MLB.
stars.
I mean, I said those two are
so
interchangeable.
that's how I feel
for
about
me.
that.
I sorry.
They don't
I
have
thought-
all the crazy stars, stuff like that, and those coaches are yes.
Well, who'd you have at 5 MLB?
That's who I have. That's who I have.
No, NHL is 5. NBA
Oh.
and NHL bottom 2.
Okay.
You're
See,
such a. How do you like hockey and you're such a moron how it's
The
coached?
the more stars that they have, the better it is. I mean, that's just how it goes, dude.
How many stars are on the Panthers right now?
Kind of. I mean, that's. I mean, the coaching that I look at that's the coaching that one star. That's what I'm saying, and that's why they're getting their ass beat. It's because the other team has more stars.
Well, how many? Well, okay, name all the stars on.
And then
Panthers
the
right
other
now.
part is Bobrovsky just got lucky, and the other teams just fucking fell apart. This is a lucky
God,
year.
you just turned
very
right
lucky
into
year.
your dad's son.
Very lucky year. Very
Wow,
lucky year for
they
this.
picked Florida when I was like, Bob Roskis, the greatest fucking hockey
Florida's
goalie in
See,
history.
Grayson, this is why you don't ever
Florida is a
hang
very-
out with him too much, because then you turn into him.
I'm trying to cut ties with them both.
No, it's just true.
No, I'm just playing.
I mean, it's
Did you
just
see
the
Zach
truth.
look at me?
No. Well, I'm also saying like
It's just
Florida.
true.
You know,
You're
Florida.
talking little Debbie's.
Florida. This is their coach's first year.
Yeah.
They won the President's Trophy last year with that coach, and they fired him.
Yeah.
And
Why?
Then,
I mean, there's always reasons. It obviously ain't.
but
record.
the only thing that different that changed this year, they picked up that one really good star. And that's the real reason that
So
they're
who's
better.
the guy that fired him? So he's
Who's the one really good star?
T'Chuk.
Okay.
So the new coach is just along for the ride.
So there's no
I mean,
other
T'Chuk has
stars.
a chance to win the MVP
there's
as a
no
loser.
there's no other guys.
I mean,
that ain't gonna happen, Junior.
It's happened before. And,
Well, Gary
I mean,
Bettman.
it's potential.
Ain't gonna let it happen.
Golden
he's,
Knights.
He's too good.
Depth.
All right. So
Maybe it was easier to go number one.
Yeah.
What's
we probably should-
everybody's number one?
College football.
I had college football.
I have
I have
NFL.
college football.
I have NFL.
NFL's.
Did
fucking-
you have college football number two?
Two. Yeah.
Okay.
I have NFL because of
Do
the
you have
egos.
NFL number 2?
The kids don't
I have
have
college
the
basketball
egos
number two.
until they get there,
I have
and that's when
NFL
they
number
have
3.
they have that 3.
I have college
Yeah, you have 2 good
football
seasons,
and
3 good
baseball,
seasons,
basketball. 1
and you
and 2.
start
Yeah,
dealing.
because you're actually coaching.
You
There's
start
no
dealing
egos.
with money. You start dealing with the guy's ego that
You're
he
actually
deserves.
coaching.
Well,
The more professional you get, the less you coach. So that's
I
why
agree-
the
I
two,
agree
so
with
the two
that.
colleges are 1 and 2 for me.
I got the 2 colleges.
I can
1
see
and
that.
2.
well, not basketball though, because I think
They really do actually
No.
drop plans and shit.
No,
and get
because
shit
I-
done.
I
And those
really-
college
Yeah,
basketball
because you watch
coaches are
college
good.
basketball.
No,
They're-
but
every
college
time there's a
football-
timeout, they're drawing up plays.
But I
and
mean,
stuff.
college foot. I
NBA
mean, listen,
doesn't. They just sit
college,
there.
but
LeBron goes over, he goes,
That's
hey,
what
I'm
I
going to
did
sit out there,
before.
pass it to me, I'm going to dunk it.
and
Coach
I-
is like, okay, cool, I don't want
college
to get
basketball.
fired.
You're number 4.
Yeah.
I did too. I actually
Hey,
put,
Look, me and
you.
Kenny.
I put in NHL.
Which
I
one is
put-
cradling whose balls at this moment?
put
I
it
it doesn't matter.
I put NHL 3 on
See,
that.
this is why I cut my hair like
Sit-
this,
no, sit-
so I can fit on his bald spot. It's like Hawk and Animal. You know, he had the reverse. Hawk had the reverse mohawk, so he could fit in the animal.
We hit me
I thought that you betcha.
Thanks.
Oh, I
All
thought
this,
Never
all this
have 5
idiocy of
minutes.
NBA being great.
I just
great
thought
coach
I thought
is
NHL
ridiculous.
is a little more underrated as far as coaching.
Well, I just
as
have
far
NBA
as,
over
as far as
MLB.
what they're doing with the lines and everything.
Gotta
And
get
you,
another one,
and
Chris.
you know, I could be wrong,
Gotta get another crescent.
but I doubt it.
I just got the 2 I got college football, college basketball. Then I got NFL. Then I got NHL, and then I got MLB and NBA.
You went college football, college basketball, NFL,
Uh-huh.
and then what?
NHL,
Okay, I put
and
MLB,
then
then I put
MLB,
NHL,
and then NBA.
No, the reason I picked
NFL's a little lame to me too, though, because it's the same. Like I said, Zach Taylor. I mean, when you're
I got
stacked
them
like
three.
that, I mean, you're going to be better. You know what I mean? But I do see coaches sometimes. I mean, that can really change. a
NFL,
team.
I got
For example,
third.
Trevor Lawrence. I mean, that whole team, that squad with Pedersen is obviously 10 times better.
And who do you think made him better?
But I mean, Belichick
Just
loses
himself.
loses
Just,
some loses
yeah.
some players. I mean, he hasn't been too well. You know, so
Still
it
not,
goes-
still not horrible.
Now, one
They
thing.
still almost
No,
made the
now one
playoffs.
thing about that though that I would disagree with the Belichick comment though, and that I'm coming around more and more because at one time I thought he was the.
It's
I
about
still
to be a
think he's one of the
10-point
best.
game in the NBA.
I still think he's one of the best coordinators in all time history.
Oh yeah.
When he was a head coach, he has migrated more into the GM role, and that's why those teams look like shit. He doesn't know how to gauge talent.
And we
Doesn't
proved
mean he
this.
can't
We've proved
coach,
this numerous times.
But he gets to make those picks in the
We've
draft.
proved this numerous times. The head coach and the GM need to stay separate.
I totally agree.
I just think NFL's a little more hit and miss, so that's why I was in the middle for me.
How many people have
It
tried
wasn't-
that? Was it Parcells? Did he try that at one point?
That's the only reason it wasn't number 2. Is
No,
what
no,
I'm
I
saying.
mean,
tried it with the
I can't think of.
Giants?
I can't think of a Hall of Fame coach. Let me back up.
There's
What were you
somebody-
about to say?
Somebody tried
was
it.
wrong 'cause
Somebody
they did
tried
it
it with
once.
the Cardinals.
Generally, Hall of Fame coaches
Just coach.
and will turn
They
every
stay-
team they go to around.
But then when they go to the draft, they end up
Andy
with
Reid,
a committee.
Hall of Fame.
They end up with a committee. They're not making the
Andy
picks.
Reid's top 5 coach in history, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
NFL.
but they're with
You
the
think
committee.
Belichick is?
They're looking at everything, and they're not just themselves like Belichick making the pick himself. These guys are
Well,
talking about it, and they're
Wasn't
agreeing.
Belichick like
He's wanting
they're
to be.
agreeing.
He's being an
on why they
egomaniac
want the play.
to want to pick and coach.
Right, but that's are you pissing outside again?
Is that
He,
fine?
he's an
He's
egomaniac.
pissing in-
No,
Why?
he's an egomaniac because he wants to pick the right ones and also win the right ones.
Yeah, door's supposed to be shut. This is why your audio is crap.
But that's the problem with Belichick. But I had thought he was top 5 all time, and he's going to go down as probably number 1 just because of the stats that he has, the rings, the wins.
Kenny's
But he
gonna
has,
say it's Tom Brady.
but he hasn't done anything
what has
since
he
Tom's
done
left.
since Tom Brady?
Just
He
saying.
hasn't.
And all those GMs, assistant GMs, player personnel people have left the Patriots and went on to other things. They haven't fared so great. The guy in Houston seems to be doing okay if they'll let him run it.
I forgot they got rid of the Christian.
But
guy,
the
didn't
one guy went to the Chiefs early on. He sucked. They fired him soon after. But I think coaches have a strong input as far as in the NFL. That's why I picked him. That's why I picked him number 2.
We're already an hour in.
College foot. Are you done? Are
Yeah.
you done?
Yeah.
College football.
I'm done.
I picked number 1 just because they have to recruit all those players and they coach
But
them.
are you done?
And a lot
And
of
they have to babysit them
and
when
a lot
they
of
go
those
to
head
bowls
and a lot of
all
those
that.
head
Yeah.
coaches are coordinators too.
Yeah, so I got college football 1, basketball was 2, NFL was 3. And like I said, my bottom 2, NBA
Which
and
basketball?
MLB, you could switch
College
either
basketball.
one, in my
college, okay.
opinion.
Yeah.
Well, NBA and NHL, they're kind of similar. 5, the lines, or except for
I
the
mean,
lines.
Jim Boeheim did spend 40 years at Syracuse
He got 1-1. That's it.
with
I think.
Carmelo,
Carmelo.
with an ego
We're
who
talking
went to
college
the
basketball.
NBA and didn't do shit.
What about Duke guy? What was his name?
Krzyzewski?
Well, we'll see how well Duke
Coach
does
K?
after he's gone. You see,
Yeah.
I think that's the importance there. That's why I have that number 1 or number 4. I'm just,
That's why I have it number 4.
college football's the same way though. I mean, to be honest, you look at USC when Pete Carroll left, they went downhill.
That's the reason I got
And you
college
mentor,
football
you're
1.
They
mentoring
stopped
basketball.
cheating.
There's an importance you said besides the game.
Well, now
And
they're
mentoring
cheating
these
just
kids,
legally.
recruiting these kids. That's
It's the
why
same
college,
difference.
College is number 1 and 2 for me for both of them.
Yeah, I got college.
I thought
football and
I'd pick the
basketball.
NFL harder than the basketball simply because you're dealing with more players. And I think the NFL and you have more coordinators as your head coaches too.
NBA is
not as many as
NBA
college,
is all just
but NFL.
these guys just doing whatever the hell they want.
And a lot of people, somebody brought up the egos of things. And maybe you brought it up
It's
in
me.
a different way, but I mean, there's egos to deal with in the NFL too. I mean, NBA's another one.
But that's why
I think
that's
the
why
hardest
I had
one,
the NFL
But I don't
as
think they're
number
doing the
1.
most coaching though.
That's why I had NFL as number
Well,
1
you could
because
say
you
that.
have
I
to
don't
deal with the ego.
I know, but I
and
just,
the money
But I
issues.
put college football and basketball higher because of the recruiting.
What do you think the Pelicans are going to do with Zion and baby mama drama?
Won't matter to the coach. They don't have to decide that. See, that's the whole deal.
Yeah.
That's why they. That's
And
why
Kenny
NBA.
did
why
say
they're
this
lower.
isn't just a game thing. This is a all around.
And they've already been
sport.
playing so long without Zion. It
Yeah, I didn't
doesn't
say it was
matter if
just
he's
game
there or
time.
not. Their
Yeah.
game plan doesn't change.
But
NFL, if you lose one guy,
but in professional
you're
sports,
changing
though,
the
but in
entire.
professional sports,
That's why I was kind of saying about
But
NFL, and I put it as 3 is like because one draft pick, a QB, can change your entire team. You know, I mean, a coach.
ask the Jags how the coach worked out. I mean, you asked the
Urban-
Giants with
well,
Tom Coughlin.
That's you saying Trevor Lawrence's ass though, and he's really.
I didn't
not.
say he was ass. I just don't think. I mean, he
I'm saying,
played.
like-
He played with one of the greatest statistically college football coaches in history, Urban Meyer.
Coaching, for example, like a good coach to me would be Seahawks guy. I mean, that's a good coach. Geno Smith looked pretty good. The team looks good. I mean, did they make the playoffs with him?
His quarterback coach
it's,
left.
It's
He's out
fucking
there.
impressive.
But I mean, he wasn't a good year before, and he still had the same coach.
They were on the outs.
Oh.
Are you talking about Russell and him?
Well, no, Geno played that year. Russell was hurt. I don't think
Oh.
Russell played that whole year. I could be wrong.
I didn't know Geno played the year before.
No. Well, Geno played at the Jets.
Yeah, he didn't. It was that other guy.
Was it
yeah.
the whole year?
The one
Who?
that they
What?
fucking sent to I don't know.
Broncos?
What?
Yeah, the
Russell
Broncos.
Wilson.
Who went to the Broncos?
Russell Wilson.
They didn't send an extra quarterback with them.
No, it was
Sent a
just
tight
Russell
end.
Wilson.
Didn't they send it? Oh
Fant,
no,
Noah
Broncos
Fant.
got a tight end back.
No Fant.
Did they get the tight end back?
No offense. Yeah, no. Fant went from Denver to
And then
Seattle.
that one quarterback went to Seattle.
Oh, that's because Seattle has.
But he never played. Geno Smith.
Seattle has Wesley or Weasley, whatever that guy's name is, who finally stayed healthy for the season. All right. So, how do we feel? How do we feel about it?
I just want to ask, why do you think college basketball isn't number 2?
Oh,
I mean, you guys defended NBA so good about the coaching.
whoa!
I mean,
No. We only defended NBA over MLB. NBA's number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you put that up.
Yeah, sweetheart.
You
I
guys
got
are
him.
bitches.
I got him at 6.
It's like-
We were just defending on a.
well, I mean, the way you defended it so intensely, I was like, well, what about like college
It's
basketball?
almost the same, except that college
They're
basketball has to
nowhere
recruit.
near. I think NHL and NBA is more similar in the situation. The more stars you have, the better you are. I mean, period.
No, that can be totally wrong.
Well, then you would put.
How many times?
Who's the coach of the Oilers in the 80s, dude?
I forgot.
Nobody
the 80s.
knows.
That's the
But who was their
80s.
captain?
In the
Don't remember.
80s? What year in the
Wayne
80s?
fucking
Did they used
Gretzky,
to
the
watch
entire
that?
80s.
Hold
Did
on,
people
what
watch
year
that?
in the 80s? Because he wasn't there the entire 80s.
I think he was there from 80 to 89. Yeah, 90 was his last year, which the fucking Oilers won without him.
Was 90 his last year? I thought he left in 88, 86
He won in 86 and 88. For
for Edmonton.
yeah. 87 and 88. He lost in 86. Or didn't even make it. The Canadians did with Patrick Waugh.
I
They
hate
won.
the Canadians. God, I hate the Montreal Canadiens.
That's like, no one knows that. I mean,
You seem to.
no one knows the coach. I don't know the fucking coach because it doesn't matter. The more stars you have, the better you are. Sidney Crosby, Evgeny
Said
Malkin.
general manager and coach Glenn Sather tweaked his roster. He shifted Marty McSorley from defense to forward, taking Dave Simcoe's
What the
spot
fuck are you
playing
talking
with
about? Are you
Gretzky.
talking about- are you talking about-
Then added defensive depth by
He's
acquiring
talking about the line
Right,
changes.
yeah,
in
and-
the
and-
business
and-
shit.
and
They
promoting
won
Jeff-
4 Stanley Cups.
The
Where
shit
was
that
he
you have
changing
to
at?
do.
Sather's biggest move, however, was getting forward Kent Nilsson
It's
from the North
what you have
Stars
to do
prior
in
to
the
the
NHL.
deadline.
Do you see them doing that in the NBA?
Sather put the Magic
fucking-
Man on the line
Oh,
with
well, I
Messier
don't like
and
you
Anderson.
playing
He
center.
fit
I want
That's
you
why I
to
have the
Gretzky's
NHL above
head.
I want
MLB
you to
and
go
NBA.
over here
I don't know what
and
you're
play.
talking about. They won 4
but this
Stanley Cups. That
idiot.
coach wasn't new shit, dude.
Yeah, I called
I mean,
you
it's
an
kind of
idiot
hard.
straight
It's
out
kind of
idiot.
hard when you got a
Well, that was
cabinet
an
scoring like
87.
225
That was an
points a year. I
87.
mean, your chances are very high.
So why'd they trade him then?
So you think the Edmonton Oilers
Why
right
did-
now, they have those 2 stars. You think the issue is coaching right now, probably?
Why'd they trade him?
He wanted to be traded. I mean, it's a rumor. No one knows. But, I mean, his
Yeah,
wife
never
was
found out.
his wife was an actress in L.A.
His daughter's.
And you're also the best hockey
cute.
player ever. Why do you not want to live in fucking L.A. and play hockey in L.A.?
Yeah, it's LA in the 80s. It's not LA now.
Yeah. He wanted to go to L.A.
Yeah.
It'd have been weird if they, like, traded him, to some shitty I mean, it's like, he
Don't
went to
you
L.A.
remember
it's
what was that Steve Martin movie where he was in LA? Not Once Upon a Time in the Valley. That's something totally different.
31 years since the greatest trade, and oh wait, that's in 19, so it'd be 35 years since that trade happened. Oilers, a dynasty throughout the 1980s with the greatest coach in all-time history and some guy named Wayne Gretzky. Oh wait, I read that wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows up they're like, fuck you! Yeah, no, as soon as I was like, no way, dude. No way it says
To
that.
the Kings for a package of young players, draft picks, and a pile of cash. So it was all about the money.
Oh, yeah, they
Sounds
threw
like-
money
that
on top
sounds
of it.
like
How
that-
much money was it that they just also was like, you can also have like $1 million.
That
with
sounds
it.
Hold on,
like,
just-
hold on. That sounds
okay.
like that terrible Herschel Walker trade.
So it was 88, 2 months removed from the Stanley Cup. Sent Gretzky, Marty McSorley, who I mentioned earlier in an article.
Marty McSorley.
Mike-
do you know who
Mike-
Marty McSorley is?
No.
Do you?
His
That's
name sounds
Gretzky's goon.
familiar. Okay.
That would like beat the shit out of
Mike,
people.
Still a good
Crucial
player.
Yeah,
Zelensky
Gretzky was like, I'm not leaving unless he comes
to
with
the
me.
Kings in exchange for Jimmy Carson. Interesting. Martin Galinas, never heard of her. Los Angeles first-round draft picks in 89, 91, 93, and $15 million in
Yeah,
cash.
$15 million in cash.
And I can't imagine, and $15 million in cash in 1988 in
was
hockey
a
was
lot.
huge.
Yeah.
That'd be like probably $100
Oh, they're
million
popping
equivalent.
champagne in Edmonton. They're like, holy shit.
But I can't imagine if you give Gretzky to a team and then you get their next 3 draft picks that they're going to be worth shit.
He made a Stanley Cup and lost. I just don't know who. Gretzky. With the Kings, not. He lost 1 Stanley Cup. It was with the Kings, though. I just don't remember who they played.
That's been so long ago.
I remember watching him actually at the Kings.
Canadians, maybe? Canadians beat him?
Who knows? Who knows?
Possible.
Because 91 and 92 is Penguins. But those were both. That was North Stars in Chicago that the Penguins beat. 90
It was
was
Jeremy Roenick because he was. Crying.
90 was Edmonton, and I know for sure Edmonton didn't beat the Kings because that would have been fucking. I mean, you would remember something like that.
I don't know because I didn't watch hockey till this year.
93 was also Montreal.
And I'm sorry you had such a shitty Stanley Cup Finals. Because they've been way better over the years.
It's just all that excellent coaching going on up there.
Well, I think the one coach got Florida there just, on a whim. And the goalie played well. I mean, you have to do line
No, I think
changes.
the
You have to play
egos of those other fucking teams just fell apart. Too many, and they're all going to split up too.
Well, I would,
They're all
you got,
toast.
I would give
and
the
you got a
coach-
1 seed and an 8 seed. I mean,
Give the
I
coaches
think-
do. He did
Oh,
a
yeah.
hell of a lot of. He did a hell of a
I
lot
will.
of adjustments.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
He just
yeah.
can't figure out the adjustments against Vegas. Vegas is either beating them up or getting inside their heads. If you watch that,
His coach also was 17th in the league.
if you
Somebody
but if you
guys.
watch it, Vegas is getting to them, and they're making stupid penalties, so they're getting power plays. I was at one point during the series, Florida's 0-11 in power plays. You can't win not scoring during a power play.
I know that's not a coach thing; it's a player issue.
Yeah,
can't
it
coach-
is. It's still your line. It's the guys you're getting out there.
You can coach them to win the faceoffs.
I wanted to talk about one thing before we
It's
leave.
a draw. I mean, who knows who's going to get it?
I forgot to talk about it in my.
You're having a man
One
advantage.
player's better.
You have a man advantage. You should be able to score.
One would think.
You would think, yeah.
But I've seen some teams look like they're at a man advantage and they're actually at a disadvantage and just skating around everybody.
Tampa Bay.
I mean, I don't know. I would look. They're a really good skating team. I think if I was building a hockey team and I was
talking about the Buccaneers.
Oh, they suck. But anyway, and I'm beginning to move further down my list in the picking order. I picked them first last month. This month I'm thinking second, but I think as we get to kickoff, I'll be fourth in the division and first round pick. But anyway, our first number
Caleb
one.
Williams, baby.
Did he say mark it down? Did he say mark it down or slap a label or whatever the hell he says?
I don't think I did. I thought
The Bucks win that division.
No, I don't
They
know if I
play
said that,
anybody
but
else.
I did.
Baker Mayfield, MVP.
No, I said
slap
comeback
a label
player
on
of the
it.
year. I think I said comeback player of the year. I did think I said that.
I was
But-
pretty sure you said the Bucks. No way they don't win that division.
Oh, I don't
Pretty
know.
sure.
Comeback
I don't
player
know
of
if
the
I
year
marked
is
it
what's his
down.
face. Gonna be fucking the Rams.
I wrote something and I don't know what it is.
I don't think anybody's going to pick the Rams to
It
win
says
anything
Dan-
unless they win.
No,
it
Oh,
just
all.
don't
Matt
win
Stafford,
the division.
Yeah, comeback
Yeah.
player of the year.
I was going to say
Somebody's not winning a division.
Tampa. Oh,
Eagles. It was Eagles.
I didn't say that.
I've got Zach next 3 years. Eagles win division. Kenny says don't win division next year.
No. Oh no. I think you said Zach. They win the next 3 years, and I said
That's what he just said.
Yes.
And then you said they don't next
one
year.
of those years. No, I don't think it was
It
necessarily.
says don't win division next year.
I don't think they win next year, I think is exactly what he said. And he said it just like that.
Did you get the pompous asseries?
I said give me one
So
non-win.
I stick
in
with what
maybe
I said. I
3 years.
still think that they'll win the next 3 years. Cowboys
No
suck.
OU.
And they ain't getting rid of that
BP
coach
region.
in 3 years. And that
I
means
didn't write
something.
Omaha.
That's something we should talk about.
Do what?
It says region. It doesn't say Omaha. No OU baseball
They didn't
region.
they didn't make a region final.
They made a region.
No,
It
that's
just says region.
No, then you wrote it wrong.
It says
No.
region. It does not say
No.
Omaha.
That would be I said that they could make the fucking playoffs or the play-in, but they did not win a region or make a super region.
Don't
or
argue
Omaha.
with what's written
No,
down.
you write down shit that you want to be known. I knew that I was right on that. Anyway, one thing I wanted to talk about this.
Back to
Yeah.
stats. One thing.
No.
Back to the
No,
numbers, boys
listen to
and
this.
girls.
No, listen to this trade. And if you don't think this is the worst trade in history, okay. Thunder. Did you see the Thunder Nuggets trade this week, which is kind of odd?
Oh, yeah. You and I talked
Yeah.
about it. I don't know if anybody
Okay,
else
so
saw
the
it.
Thunder traded the Nuggets a 2029.
Dumbest trade.
The Nuggets got, or I'm sorry, the Thunder got the Nuggets 2029 protected first round pick. Means they don't come out yet. Sometimes it's top 10, sometimes it's top 5. And I think they already own the Nuggets 2027 pick, and it's top 5 protected. So that means if they get the lottery in their top 5, they get to keep it. If it's 6 to whatever, we get it.
Okay.
But anyway, and then the trade, the Thunder shipped out the 37th pick of this year, which is a high second round. Least favorable of their 4 first round picks this year. They have 4 this year. And a second rounder next year's draft. And you sit there and you go, what the fuck? That sounds like the worst trade in history. You give up essentially a 37, a first round pick, and another second round pick for a 2029 protected first round. Think about that. Me and
No,
Sean
I'm
were
trying to
talking.
catch all these
No, me and
fucking
Sean were talking
bugs.
about those. The Thunder.
Yeah, because you
I-
kept
I don't-
asking.
I don't
you
think
kept
it's
asking about
unprecedented
the years, and
history.
I was like, no, 2029 is protected.
It's unprecedented though that one team with all the trades we've made over the past 4 or 5 years that they have 4 first and it's
rounds.
just impossible to do 4 first round picks in 1 year. It's dumb. So they're pushing that on. 2029, this guy ain't going to be what this guy's playing like in 2023 if he's even there.
Okay,
so they're hoping that Denver is going to
Here's
suck.
here's a clarification on the Buccaneers thing.
And the Nuggets now are the
Kenny has
2023 NBA champions.
Kenny has in 2024.
Called it, ladies.
Shut up, dickhead. The 2024 drafts, the Bucks will not be picking in the top 8.
Huh?
That's what you have.
Wrong. I'm changing my mind.
Zach, however, says that for the 2023-2024 season, the Bucks will be 3-13-1.
I agree.
So I said not top 8.
Yeah, you said not picking in top 8.
Oh, God. That's
So
bold.
if we trade, though, I mean,
He was looking.
Shut the fuck up.
He's looking for a
We don't
playoff.
count trades.
Can you not? Yeah, congratulations to the Denver Nuggets for their first win since coming over from the ABA in '76. Turn it down!
This is history. I'd like to watch it. We're done.
Bye, everybody. Congratulations, Nuggets. We'll see you next week.
All right, bye, guys.
See ya.
All right, time to argue smart. Start digging in those stats and shit Kenny said. What else we got on him?
That's about it. That's what I've got.
That's it?
That's what I've got.
Oh, that's it. I know there's more. Says a lot of crazy shit. You guys are getting Caleb.